Shocking new report is now circulating. Top officials confirmed to Putin that the president is preparing for a military takeover of the United States. Back on November 15th, Putin receives confirmation from Mike Pence as to our president preparing for a military takeover. He was meeting for a few minutes with Pence and John Bolton there. Stunning new Security Council report circulating in the Kremlin today states that Putin's brief meeting with Pence and John Bolton confirmed Russia's fears that our president is in preparation for having an American takeover control of the United States, as according to the top U.S. officials. The president's only oath and duty is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. A document called The Soul of America is under withering attack by left-leaning forces trying to take out our president. It's become very dire after the 2018 midterm elections. All right, so this is something that just came out. Now our country is fundamentally split in two with no real room for compromise. And we've been looking at what's been going on at the border. Okay, it's been pretty crazy actually with this huge caravan that is coming down there. And I think their intent, the Soros-funded caravan, is to basically continually bring these people and make it into a really bad event, to where you have these people that are just stuck there in Tijuana at the border, and it's going to become sort of like a humanitarian thing. And they're trying to push through this whole UN agenda. They have this migrant human rights, that you have the human right to go into any Western country. That's a human right now. This is what the UN is now pushing, and that's why they're trying to do this. They're trying to push this through. They're trying to make America become just like the rest of the West, like what we see in Europe with their never-ending caravans coming into those countries. And of course, if you think it's just going to be coming through Mexico to the border and that's it, I think we're going to have a rude awakening, because I think this is going to continue on. And I think it's going to be coming through boats as well, like we saw with Europe. They're going to just keep trying to pressure the president to cave. And I think this is why he is taking this move. All right? He is preparing for a takeover. So this is something people have been discussing for, even back before this whole election in 2016. I did a couple of videos talking about this potential as well. They were even talking about this back September 11th, 2001, with those who were actually patriots of America, all right? They saw what was going on, and they realized what really happened on that day, and it almost happened then, all right? So according to this report in meeting earlier today, Pence and Bolton before the East Asia Summit, a gravely concerned Putin inquired of these top U.S. officials as to why the United States was repatriating massive amounts of this type of equipment and arms from Europe, and if this unexplained action was related to our president's mysteriously withdrawing from the world over this last week. All right, in stunned silence, this report continues that these two top U.S. officials confided to Putin, our president is now solely focused on upholding his oath to protect the Constitution, and though their exact words remain more highly classified than this general report allows to be openly written about, a clue to what they revealed slipped through by this report, noting that Pence said, Donnie knows what's happening too. All right, now that's one of Trump's friends. This guy here, Donnie Deutsch, talks his friendship of our president. And this was, before 2016. He has his own show, comedy show, Donnie, and he was talking about having him on season 2. You know, if it didn't go right for 2016 in his campaign. All right, but so they're friends. So this is what it's referring to. Donnie knows what's happening too. Though virtually unnoticed by the masses of American people, this report details during a week prior to the midterm, an unheard event took place when active duty reserve teamed up with Arlington Heights, Illinois police outside of Chicago to conduct an urban exercise. All right, has to do with the posse. It actually goes against the posse comitatus. You know, to be doing it on American soil. All right, on the lame stream, talking head to have noticed this training exercise. The report notes was frequent guest and very anti our president. Morning Joe named Donnie Deutsch. All right, so that show is very anti our president, but Donnie Deutsch is his friend, and he was actually defending him. He's a Jewish American multimillionaire executive. All right, this guy here. So he's his friend. So I just wanted to, you know, put out this report. It's pretty crazy. I'm kind of wondering what you guys think about all this. I just saw also another channel talking about this as well. And I was trying to figure out more information about this. There wasn't a lot of details out there. So I was looking through, and we have this also. I was looking at, you know, about what happened with that campfire in Northern California. How many people lost their homes, particularly Hollywood celebrities like Neil Young, Miley Cyrus, Gerald Butler, and Robin Thicke. All right, so there's actually a lot of people of the Hollywood elites, I guess you would say, that lost their homes. Here's one right here. And it's kind of interesting. They were talking about how they would refuse to cut down over 129 million dead trees in their forests. And maybe this had something to do with why it moved so quickly. But though it's strangely, you know, a lot of people were asking, were they actually directed energy dues? You know, because the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of footage where it looks like, you know, the house is completely gone, but the trees around it are completely untouched, which is really strange considering the fact this allegedly started in the forest, right? So that's really odd. We finally did it, folks. We reached 200,000 subscribers. And as a result, I want to give back to my loyal fans by having a sweepstakes for 5 items. Now, you guys might have remembered last time we had a sweepstakes when I hit 100,000 subscribers. This time around, we're going to give away 5 items, and this is just one of them. And this isn't the best item. This isn't the best item. This is just one of them. Samsung Galaxy Tab A tablet. Now, this thing is not a cheap tablet. It's a good quality one. It has high ratings. Very popular, all right? But we're also going to give away a laptop, which we're going to get into in a second here. Now, I wanted to mention the odds of winning are really good for you. Yeah, this is a good one for you guys. And this stuff will arrive before Christmas as well, by the way, if you win. Okay? So the odds of winning, okay, just taking what happened last time. 8,000 people entered last time. That's all I entered. All that entered. So last time you had a 1 in 8,000 chance of winning this. There was a guy in Australia that won it. I had it shipped to him directly. All right, from Australia, which is a little bit easier than me trying to ship this to him from Australia. Okay, at any rate, now this time around, if only 8,000 people entered, you have a 1,600 chance of winning, 1 in 1,600. And actually, you can improve those odds. You can make it as good as potentially something like 1 in 200 chance. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to go over that in a second here, but I wanted to show you the items, all right? First, this is the first item on the list. It's a laptop, all right? HP Pavilion, almost 16-inch HD widescreen notebook laptop. You see all the stuff on the screen there, 4 GB DDR4, 1 TB hard drive. This is not a cheap, you know, junky, flimsy laptop. This is actually a good laptop, all right? It's actually high quality. It's got good ratings, okay? Like I said, man, this is some good items that we have on this giveaway. I didn't want to go cheap on you folks, all right? So that's number 1. This was number 2, all right? Actually, let me show you it on the screen here. This is the item as well, Samsung Galaxy Tab A tablet. It's got high ratings as well. As you can see, 16 gigabyte hard drive or whatever you call it on there. Good quality item as well. Sorry, I got a cold. Number 3 is a Jesus is Lord KJVprepper.com laser engraved stainless steel tumbler. All right, this is actually a high quality tumbler. The guy who made this actually is a YouTuber. He used to be on here, Brian Moonen. He does videos occasionally still, but he used to have quite a following on YouTube. He stopped that and went into business. He's been selling these puppies. He's been making actually a lot of really high quality products, and this just happens to be one of them. So we're going to give it away in this giveaway. This is number 3 on the list. Number 4 from the same store is a New Era knit fleece lined beanie. And we're actually, for number 4, we're going to give away 3 items. This is just one of the 3 items in number 4. All right, so this is the beanie. Then we're going to give away a KJV Safety as Lord patch. These are Christian patches. All right, you can put on your bag or whatever you want to put it on. So there's going to be 3 items in number 4, and we're going to get into number 5 in a second here, which is a game that we're developing. But I just wanted to mention, like I said, really awesome odds of winning. You could actually have a 1 in 220. 1 in 200 chance, basically, of winning 2 theoretically. If only 8,000 people enter this thing, like I said, there's 5 items, so that makes it already 1 in 1,600 chance if there's 8,000 people. But there's a lot of ways you can add extra entries. Okay, now the link is in the description below the video. You might also see it pop up on the screen here somewhere at the end of this video. It might also have like a little information note pop up you can click on or something. But mainly the link is in the description there. All right. But the thing is there's actually a potential of winning, making your chances of winning really high. Okay. Like a 1 in 200 chance potentially by having extra entries. Now it's very simple to enter. You just click on the description link, and all you do is just you go in, you add your email address, you just click a couple buttons, and you end up getting lots of entries. Okay. If you're already subscribed to my backup channel, you just confirm it by clicking that on the little thing. If you're subscribed to my Twitter, you just click and confirm it. If you're not, you just subscribe real quick and then click and confirm it. You're done. You got an extra couple entries right there. You can get an extra 2 entries by joining my email list. You just click confirm because you already entered your email in the beginning of the thing. So all these things make it very easy to add up more and more entries as you're going. So you can, and the email list is just for video alerts. So if you're already signed up, subscribed to me, you're just going to be getting email with my videos to my website. I actually have the videos on my website as well. Also, I mean, there's a way you can get 7 entries, and actually even as high as 21 extra entries. Okay, you get 7 entries by just referring a friend. So if you refer 3 friends, that's 21 entries extra. All right, so that's where I'm talking about. If you actually refer 3 friends, you could have 21 extra entries on top of the other 10 or 15 extra entries. So you could actually technically get like 30 some entries if you do everything on the list. And a lot of them are very easy. You can just click, 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 and you got 10 entries already. So the thing is if you get these 30 plus entries and everybody else does like 5 or 6 entries or something like that, you have about a 7 times the better chance of winning than they do. You divide 1,600 by 7, you get about 220. So you get like a 1 in 220 chance of winning then. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, so you have a very good chance of potentially winning a laptop, okay, or one of these other items like a tablet or any of these items that I mentioned. But of course, there's also number 3 on the list, which is a game that we're developing, which is for Android phones. Okay, it's a cell phone game. Now, this is just showing you one of the competitors that recently, you know, went big, had 25 million downloads. Ours is like the same kind of game. We actually showed our game to guys that have developed games like this, Darklands. We showed it to some of the developers who developed successful games, and they were like, you have a really good game. All right, so here, let me just show you some footage. All right, this footage is actually old. This is like several months old. And again, you're going to be playing this on your cell phone, so it actually looks really good on a cell phone for the amount of graphics you see here. But like I said, this is old footage too, so it's actually going to be better than this. right, so you see that. All right, so you get the idea, right? So that game there is actually, like I said, that's some old footage, but it's a really good game. It's just one of those times where you're touching your screen and trying to jump around and avoid getting eaten by dinosaurs and stuff like that. So that's number 5. So like I say, just click in the description below. You can see the link, or click on the video. You'll see a link show up there. And just like I said, it's very easy to enter. Just put in your email address, click a couple buttons. You already got several entries. And hopefully you win. Thanks for watching.